Hello everyone and welcome back to Dee-Licious Kitchen. It's your girl Dee. Today on the menu, salmon steaks, lemon garlic spinach, and a sea salt and basil roasted potatoes. Okay, so we're gonna start with our mini yellow potatoes that I've cut in half. Right there, I'm just adding a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add some minced garlic. You can add as much as you like, or you can omit the garlic. It's up to you. And right there, I'm adding a nice amount of chopped basil. And from this point, you can kind of season it with your favorite seasonings. I'm going to use some white pepper, some garlic powder, paprika, sea salt, of course, some onion powder. And please excuse the camera work. I had to ask one of my kids to help me because my tripod was not in the vicinity. So I asked one of the kiddos to help me film, and that's why the camera's just moving all over the place. I added some black pepper, and then you're gonna give it a nice toss. And once you toss, you're gonna put it in a baking dish, and then you're going to put it on 350 for approximately 30 minutes. You're gonna start off by covering it, and then halfway through, you're gonna take the cover off so it can get some nice color. So right there, I'm just giving it a nice toss, making sure all of the potatoes are coated with seasoning, and then we're gonna move on from there. You like my skills? I'm tossing right there. You see that? You see that? It's all in the wrist. All right, so everything is nicely tossed right there. I'm going to add it to my dish that I've added a little bit more olive oil down to the bottom. And like I said, we're gonna bake this on 350 covered. Remove the cover halfway through, and then allow it to bake for another 15 minutes or so. Okay, let's move on to our salmon steaks. All right, don't they look wonderful? Don't they look so nice and fresh? They were nice and fresh. Right there, I've just added some olive oil to my salmon steaks that I've placed in a glass dish. And I'm just going to add a little bit of sea salt, some garlic powder, we're going to add some parsley flakes, some black pepper, and everything you do to one side, of course, we're gonna flip those salmon steaks over and do it to the other side. This is one of those easy meals that it looks like it takes a lot of effort, but I promise you, most of it was done in the oven. It was a pretty easy cleanup. That's some onion powder that I'm adding right there, some paprika. And sometimes when you don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen, salmon is the way to go because it doesn't take that long to cook. Right here, I've added a dollop of butter to each salmon steak. This is optional. You do not have to add that butter. It does add a nice flavor and a nice juiciness, but it is not mandatory. You can get a nice flavor without adding the butter. Right there, my potatoes are halfway cooked. I've removed the foil sheet over it, and I'm just gonna place it back in the oven for another 15 minutes. While those two things are cooking, I am going to do my spinach. So right here, I have a pan with some olive oil in it, and I'm just going to simply add my spinach. Nothing fancy, quick, easy peasy. I'm going to add an entire container of spinach to my pan, and by the time I'm done, it's gonna look like I didn't add anything to it. But we all know that's how spinach is. Once you cook it down, it reduces by less than half. So I'm gonna have a mountain of fresh spinach, and then by the time it reduces and cooks down, it's gonna be like nothing. But it was enough to serve 5 people actually. So there you have it. So here's my mountain of spinach. And this, like I said, I cannot stress how simple this meal is. I'm telling you, it's gonna seem like you spent a lot of time doing it, but it really, I'm telling you. So right there, I've added some minced garlic, and I'm going to add some freshly squeezed lemon. And there's something about the lemon, olive oil, garlic, and a little bit of sea salt that you add to this. I don't know what it is, but Those flavors just taste good together. I don't know. It has a nice fresh taste to the spinach. It's just delightful. But right there, I've added some black pepper, some garlic powder, some Lowry's. And right there, maybe about 10 minutes later, it has reduced to that. I promise you, that is the same amount of spinach that reduced to that point. And right here, these are my salmon steaks. Yes, my salmon steaks. They look wonderful, beautiful color, juicy, succulent. Yes, there you have it. My salmon steak, some lemon, garlic, spinach with some basil, sea salt, roasted potatoes. I promise you, they look better. They tasted better than they look, and they look pretty damn good. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, bye.